get a look here at Derrick Henry. He had a nice effort a week ago with the Paragon.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
The numbers for Sanders last week: 14 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows it should be.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they're looking third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack, and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Part of me have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines running for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On play action, Fields.
He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Fields. This one brought in by Jefferson.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful on one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
They're in the top 5 in
sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Herbert going to change the play here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. Now the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a first down throw, Fields. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Fields. Now nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Drop for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Herbert. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. if you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will have the Vikings first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And the Vikings sit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Second down, they go again with Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Able to find Lazard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Herbert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Herbert now. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 along alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A first down carry for Henry.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. Well, methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it.
Touchdown, Vikings! Alan Lazard from 21 yards away.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
There he goes left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Fields throw taken in here by Patrick.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him now.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Fields over the middle, complete to Judy.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Another run here with Sanders.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, here's Fields. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now it's Fields. That is caught at the 7. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Charlie Warner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Inside handoff, Henry.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll run it again with Henry. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Ready.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Into the hands of Sanders.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Here's 2nd down. To throw is Fields.
Able to get this to Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. Fields throwing again. That's going to be caught by Judy.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Now Fields. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row,
You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. And one last throw here for Fields. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them.